You've been digging into the world of Fiery Color Profiler Suite.
And wow.
There's been a lot happening in the past year.
Yeah,
Get ready for a whirlwind tour of new features, cool tech,
definitely.
maybe even a few aha moments.
For sure.
Our goal today is to catch up on the past year of updates for Fiery Color Profiler Suite.
We've got a lot to cover.
You've been busy gathering intel from product documentation,
Oh, yeah.
specs, marketing materials,
Everything.
the works. We'll explore everything from smart profiling charts
Very cool.
to a feature that might just make you rethink how you stabilize gray balance
Absolutely.
and maybe even save some ink in the process.
Definitely possible. Fiery Color Profiler Suite is like a Swiss Army knife for color management.
Okay, unpack that for me.
It brings together everything you need in one integrated solution.
So what makes it so special?
Well, it's actually unique in its ability to create profiles and confronts color management directly on the Fiery DFE,
What?
the digital front end, which is essentially the brains of your printer.
Ah, okay.
This streamlines your whole workflow,
I see.
making color management much more efficient.
So it's like having a color expert built into your printer,
Exactly.
guiding you every step of the way.
That's the idea.
I can see how that would be a huge advantage.
And that's just the beginning. Think about it. ICC profile creation, inspection, editing, color quality assurance,
Wow.
output enhancement.
Okay.
You name it, Fiery Color Profiler Suite has got you covered.
So it really is like a Swiss Army knife?
It is.
You can even get it bundled with a spectrophotometer like the ES3000 or the ES6000.
Like if you need to measure colors super accurately, yeah.
Now let's rewind to November 2023 when version 5.6 rolled out.
Big changes.
One that really caught my eye is the black-only gray balance control.
Oh yeah, this is a big one,
Tell me more.
especially if you're using neutral black inks or toners. Imagine achieving perfect neutrals in your prints, even on tricky stocks, and maybe even using less ink in the process.
That's a big deal.
Huge, right?
What else does version 5.6 have up its sleeve?
Well, how about a feature that lets you check a profile's validity before you even use it?
That sounds pretty useful.
It is. It's called profile verification during creation.
So if I'm working on a high-profile client project
Exact.
with a tight deadline,
Uh-huh.
I can check my new profile will work
Precisely.
without having to use it.
Yep. It's like a safety net for color accuracy.
But how does it actually work?
You actually have two options.
Okay.
There's mathematical verification
Yeah.
and practical verification.
That's the difference.
With mathematical verification, it's a super fast virtual check.
So like a simulation?
Yeah, the software calculates how the profile will perform against color references without you having to print a single thing.
That's amazing.
If you prefer a real-world test, there's practical verification, where you print a set of patches and measure them with your spectrophotometer.
So there's an option for everybody.
Exactly. Flexibility is key.
I'm sensing a theme here. Fiery is all about making color management easier and more efficient.
Absolutely. And they didn't stop there.
Okay, tell me more.
Version 5.6 also introduced Enhanced Fiery Edge Gamut Mapping.
And what does that do?
It's all about making your colors sing.
Intriguing. Tell me more.
It works by intelligently mapping out-of-gamut colors.
Out of gamut colors.
Yeah, those colors that are outside the range your printer can reproduce,
Ah, I see.
specifically for Fiery Edge media profiles.
Okay.
And get this, it does this without affecting the in-gamut colors.
Hold on. So you're saying this can make my prints more vibrant?
Yep.
Without messing up the colors that are already within gamut?
You got it.
That's pretty amazing.
It unlocks a whole new level of vibrancy and detail.
I'm loving these deep dives. What else is hiding in version 5.6?
For those working with more than just CMYK,
Like what?
there's added support for the Fogra Media Wedge Multicolor 7C V1.
Sounds complicated.
Now
Explain it to me like I'm 5.
it means you can now verify colors using CMYK plus orange, green, and violet.
So more colors.
Wider color palette.
Okay. And to make things even easier, Fiery Verify now shows you delta E values, right on the reports both on screen and in print.
Hold on, back up a sec. Delta E on G7 reports for the color newbies out there.
It's basically a way to measure how different two colors are. So the smaller the delta E, the closer the colors are to matching. So having those values right there readily available means you can quickly assess the accuracy of your prints, whether you're looking at your monitor or holding a physical proof in your hand.
Makes sense. I can see how that would save a lot of time and back and forth with clients. You can literally just point to the number and say, look, it's a perfect match.
Exactly. And they didn't stop there.
Speaking of accuracy, they've also made significant improvements to error detection.
That's good, right.
Very good.
No one wants to create a bad profile because of a measurement error.
Exactly. A bad profile can lead to all sorts of color headaches.
So this is for people using handheld and scanning measurement instruments.
Primarily, yes.
Tell me about these new algorithms.
They are much better at detecting read errors.
Now, are you ready for a quick detour into the world of security?
Always.
Tell me everything.
Just a month later, in December 2023, Fiery released version 5.6.1. It was all about bolstering security.
Sounds important.
It is, especially for anyone working with sensitive data.
What did they change?
They added compatibility with TLS 1.3.
And that is?
That's transport layer security,
I see.
the protocol that keeps your data safe when you're transmitting it over the internet.
Okay, so they made it more secure.
Yes. They also made sure everything complies with the latest standards from NIST,
What's NIST?
the National Institute of Standards and Technology,
Okay.
specifically SP 852.
So it's like they've added an extra layer of armor
That's a good way to put it.
to protect your data from prying eyes.
Exactly. It's especially important for those working with the U.S. government.
I can see why.
They often have strict security requirements.
Now, are you ready to fast forward to May 2024?
Lead the way.
Tell me about version 5.7.
Well, version 5.7 brought expanded support for the Ricoh Auto Color Adjuster.
Oh, yeah, that's a cool new measurement instrument.
They integrated this across several Fiery modules.
That sounds like they are constantly adding support for the latest and greatest tools.
Yeah, it gives users even more flexibility in their color workflows.
Which modules got support?
It was added to Fiery Express Profile, Fiery Printer Profiler, Fiery Calibrator, Fiery Optimizer, Fiery Print Matcher, and Fiery Verify.
Okay, so a lot of them can now use it.
Basically, if you're using any of those modules, you can now take advantage of the Ricoh Auto Color Adjuster's capabilities.
But the real excitement came with version 5.8 in November 2024.
You bet. Version 5.8 was packed with exciting new features
Blanks.
and even more support for those cutting-edge measurement instruments.
Hit me with the highlights.
For me, it has to be the automatic Fiery Edge profiling chart selection.
And that is?
It's like having a color expert built right into the software.
Okay, I'm listening.
It analyzes your specific environment and suggests the ideal chart type for profiling.
So it does the thinking for you?
Pretty much.
What if I want to choose my own chart?
Don't worry, advanced users can still customize everything to their heart's content.
So you're saying they didn't take away any control?
Nope. It's all about flexibility and giving users the power to choose what works best for them.
Now, what about those new measurement instruments you mentioned?
Well, they added support for the Barbieri Spectro Swing QB, a fantastic spectrophotometer that gives you incredibly precise color measurements.
Okay.
And get this, they added support across almost all the modules.
Whoa, which ones?
Fiery Express Profile, Fiery Printer Profiler, Fiery Calibrator, Fiery Optimizer, Fiery Print Matcher, Fiery Verify, Fiery Profile Inspector, Fiery Spot Pro, Fiery Color Tools, and Fiery Color Editor.
Wow, that's a mouthful.
And they also added native support for the Konica Minolta IQ601 inline measurement instrument.
Inline measurement instrument.
Yeah, it's integrated directly into your printer, so you can measure colors in real time as the prints are coming off the press.
That sounds pretty high-tech.
It streamlines your workflow big time.
So it's like having a color quality control expert standing right there at the end of your press,
You got it.
making sure every print meets your standards.
And here's the kicker. They also introduced multi-inline measurement instrument support.
Hold on, you can use multiple instruments at the same time.
Now you can use multiple inline instruments or different device modes concurrently.
So I don't have to reconfigure my server or printer every time I switch instruments.
That's the idea. It's all about seamless switching and ultimate flexibility.
That's awesome. Version 5.8 also added support for macOS Sequoia, along with Windows 11 24H2 and Windows Server 2025. So they are really keeping up with the latest OCs.
They are.
Compatibility, new features, support for cutting-edge instruments, and all while making color management more efficient and user-friendly.
It's pretty impressive, right?
If I want to get all these updates, what do I need to do?
Well, it's important to understand the upgrade paths. It all depends on your current version of Fiery Color Profiler Suite
Okay.
and the status of your SMSA. That's their software maintenance and support agreement.
So it's like a subscription.
Pretty much.
What if I'm already on version 5 and my SMSA is active?
You're all set. Just head over to Fiery Software Manager, download the latest release, and install it.
That sounds easy enough.
It is.
What if my SMSA has expired?
It depends on how long ago it expired.
Okay.
If it expired less than a year ago, you can simply renew it.
And I can do that through a Fiery partner.
You can. Or directly from the Fiery shop online.
Okay.
But if your SMSA expired over a year ago, you'll need to upgrade from version 4 to 5.
Okay, so there's a path for everyone.
Exactly.
What strikes me is that Fiery isn't just throwing out random features.
I agree.
They're clearly listening to their users, understanding their pain points, and developing solutions that make a real difference in how people work with color.
They're genuinely focused on enhancing the user experience, whether it's through simplifying complex tasks,
Right.
improving accuracy,
Yeah.
or boosting efficiency.
Like that automatic chart selection feature. It's like having a color management expert built right into the software, guiding you towards the best possible outcome.
It's about empowering users to achieve better results, which ultimately translates into happier clients
Right.
and a stronger bottom line.
It's also about staying ahead of the curve, like with the support for all those new measurement instruments.
Exactly. They're anticipating the needs of the industry.
And making sure their software integrates seamlessly with the latest technology.
When you combine that with their dedication to user-friendliness and efficiency, you get a suite that's not just powerful, but also incredibly accessible.
What does this mean for the people who are actually using the software every day? What's the real-world impact?
You're hitting on a really important point.
So let's talk about how these updates actually change the game.
Well, for starters, think about the time savings. Features like automatic chart selection and improved error detection streamline the entire profiling process.
And time is money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not just about saving time, it's about reducing stress and frustration too.
I can imagine.
And then there's the accuracy factor. By providing support for the latest measurement instruments and implementing advanced algorithms, Fiery is ensuring that users are working with the most precise data possible.
So it's about eliminating the guesswork.
Exactly.
What about the financial implications? Do these updates actually have the potential to impact a company's bottom line?
Absolutely. When you consider the cost of wasted ink or toner, reprints due to color inconsistencies, and the time spent troubleshooting color issues, those costs can add up quickly,
And these updates address those challenges?
ultimately leading to significant cost savings.
So it's an investment that can actually improve a company's profitability.
I couldn't agree more. And beyond the tangible benefits, there's also the peace of mind factor.
That's huge.
Knowing that you have a robust, reliable color management solution in place can free up your creative energy.
It's like that feeling of confidence you get when you know you have the right tools for the job.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And that sense of creative freedom is invaluable.
You know, as we're wrapping up this deep dive into Fiery Color Profiler Suite, it's clear that this software is more than just a collection of features.
I agree.
It's a testament to the power of innovation,
Uh-huh.
the importance of user-centric design, and the relentless pursuit of color perfection.
Well said.
It's inspiring to see how Fiery continues to push the boundaries of what's possible in the world of color management, and I'm excited to see what they come up with next.
Me too. But for now, I think we've given our listener plenty to think about.
They've really been listening and anticipating the future.
Totally.
We've covered a lot today, a year's worth of updates.
Uh-huh.
Let's recap some of the big ones.
Okay.
Black-only gray balance control.
Oh, yeah.
That's a game changer.
It's huge.
Perfect neutrals.
And saves ink.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And for efficiency, automatic profiling chart selection.
Oh, that's a good one.
No more second guessing.
Right.
The software is like your color expert.
Totally.
Guiding you to the best chart.
For your needs.
And of course,
Yeah.
all new instrument support.
They really went all out.
Barbieri Spectro Swing QB.
Yep.
Konica Minolta IQ 601.
Amazing.
So many choices.
So much power.
Now that you're up to speed, the big question is,
Yeah.
how will you apply this knowledge?
That's the question.
Will you rethink your profiling process?
Maybe.
Will you explore those new instruments?
Possibly.
Maybe you have a new appreciation
It could be.
for integrated color management.
That's it.
Whatever you take away,
Uh-huh.
keep exploring. Always hold on to those resources.
You need them.
There's always more to discover.
Yeah. Color management never stops.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
It was fun.
Until next time,
Easy.
may your colors always be vibrant and true.